is I'm going to kind of let the other coaches welcome their girls. So, Val, I know you have a couple people on here if you want to introduce your girl. Wait, can't hear you.
Sorry. Hi.
Okay.
Okay, so I see, let's see. Oh no, I lost everyone I could see. Hold on. I know that I saw Ashley. Ashley's in here. Hi, Ashley.
Lacey, I think.
Yep, Lacey's in here. She's one of my new coaches. So she actually is one of my new coaches that started this last month.
Yay.
Current. Tara Thomas is in here. Tara, she just got married. And she's going to relate with Katie Tamalones, who's in here because her husband is actually deployed on active duty right now.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. Who else? I'm trying to look at everybody. Who else? Oh,
Rachel.
Rachel's on here. Yep, Rachel. Yay, welcome. I think that's all I see of my girls so far.
Awesome. Well, Amanda's my girl. I already kind of welcomed her. And who else do we have? All right, that might be all of our newbies right now because we have a lot of other coaches on the team. So welcome, you guys. My name is Kirsten, and I have been coaching for 8.5 years. So it is insane to me to think like this could be like it's almost a decade. Like I just can't even believe the seasons of life I've been through with coaching. But this is our Wednesday night team call. So welcome to the team. We hope you feel at home here, and we just want you to ask any questions you have. So if you have a question, and it pops up while you hear somebody talking, feel free to type it in the chat and we'll definitely get to it later. So this is the call is going to basically go like this. We are going to have a few coaches share their stories, introduce themselves. We all have really unique stories, which is what I love about this business. But we all have had our lives changed in a really positive way. So I hope you can see your story in someone else's that you hear. And then we're just going to take a little bit of time to share what it is that we actually do and maybe address some of the questions or fears that you already have in learning about this opportunity. So like I said, please feel free to ask any questions or even just say maybe whatever it is that's making you nervous about this or holding back. We really want to help you understand this opportunity because we truly believe that it is a gift, and we feel like we have been gifted this coaching business, and that is why we are not quiet about it, because it really and truly is for everybody and anyone, and who's willing to get a little bit vulnerable and put in some work. And if you love the products, you can be successful. It just takes some belief and some action. But all of these ladies that are coaches on the team here, they've all taken the action and had success, and success looks different for everybody, and I'm excited for you to hear how that is for everybody. So I'm going to start with my story. Like I said, I started about 8.5 years ago. I was a single gal living on my own, and now I'm married and have 3 kids. And I tell you that because I truly believe that my life would look drastically different if I did not sign up to be a coach. And I know that that might sound crazy, but what coaching did for me was it introduced me to products that helped me get over eating disorders, that helped me connect back to my faith, and ultimately helped me fall in love with myself again. I was in a really weird place. I was in my late 20s. I was changing careers. I moved to a new state, and all my friends were getting married and having babies. And I'm like, what is supposed to be for my life? And I really struggled with feeling like God forgot about me, feeling like something was wrong with me. And I just turned to a lot of just vices that weren't healthy, and I found somebody that asked me to be part of a challenge group, and I connected to these products and the community, and I fell in love. And so I fell in love with the accountability to start. And I knew that I needed to stay connected to the community in order to continue on this health journey. So I decided to be a coach, to just invite people to do this with me, sort of as selfish, I guess, if you will, as an accountability piece, because I knew if I was telling other people to do it, that I would have to stick with it. And my mentor told me this thing. She said to me, do this for a year, do the things that I tell you to do, and you will have success. And I know that that sounds really simple, but that's really what I did. And I'm a super competitive person. So I started to see all these rewards happening within my team and these opportunities that just by doing the things that she told me. So my business grew from there. But ultimately, it really changed me on the inside. And through that, I became, and my husband will tell you this, that when he met me, he said, there was a light about you. Like you were just shining from within. And ironically enough, I met my husband the night that we were like kind of blind dated introduced, was the day that I had resigned from my full-time job with this business, which was like a huge goal that I was working towards for a year. And literally the day, so I was on top of the world, and he said, you were just, there was a light about you. And I didn't find love until I found self-love. And this coaching business did that for me. I met my husband, we got married, we have 3 kids. So that's why I say, I mean, my life would have looked so different. So I did stick with it for a year, and a year later, what I had earned in income and prizes and free trips and friendships and physical results and getting back to my faith, it was like, there's no way I'm stopping. There's no way. And here I am 8.5 years later. And now I get to help girls on my team do the same thing. And that is almost greater than my own success, is just seeing my coaches have success. And that's what we do with this business. You just duplicate what you're doing, and my coaches having success is going to help me have more success. And that's what's super awesome about this business model, is that you get to like, your success, your mentor is going to help you because your success is going to help them. So you're going to be poured into with all of the resources. So that's it's not a competition, it's a collaboration. And that's truly what I love about this. So that's pretty much my story. So I'm going to turn it over to Katie. And Katie is a mama of 4 boys, and she is a military wife. So I know there was someone on this call that can relate to that. So Katie, take it away.
Hello, friends. I am so excited to be on this call. Thank you for coming and spending the night with us. Just like Kirsten said, we know that your time is precious. I'm actually walking around in the parking lot right now. So, but I'm super excited to share my story. My name is Katie. I am a military wife and a mom to 4 crazy and wild boys. There's truly never a dull moment in our house, and I wouldn't change it for the world. I actually started my journey in February of 2017, and that was my personal journey. And before I started, I was at rock bottom. I was dealing with anxiety, postpartum depression. I had 45 extra pounds on me from an awful sugar addiction. And I was not the mom that I wanted to be. I was not the wife that I wanted to be. I was not the woman that I wanted to be. And I happened to see a friend, preschool mom, sharing her story on social media. And my competitive nature came out just a little bit. And I was like, all right, if she's doing this, I can do this. And even though I was really afraid, I was so scared, but rock bottom and no plan B was like staring right at me in the face. So scrolling that I used to do on social media and just kind of look at other people and be like, there is no way that all these people that are working out are this happy. Like something is going on there. So I reached out to her, and even though I was super afraid, I reached out. I was like, hey, what are you doing? And she told me that she was doing her 30-minute at home workout. She was following a really simple daily superfoods. And I was like, okay, I want this. And like I said, that competitive nature came out of me, and I was like, if she can do this, I can do this too. But I have to tell you, what spoke to me the most yes, she had an incredible weight loss transformation, but what spoke to me the most was the fact that I saw her joy shining through in all of her photos. And bottom line, I wanted that. And I was going to do whatever it takes to get that, because I deserve that. My family deserved that. So I went all in. And I know sometimes we're like, oh gosh, she went all in. What does that even mean? I went 100% into my nutrition. I did workouts with a baby crawling all over me, underneath me, and it was very frustrating at first, but I'm like, I'm not stopping. This is what I'm doing. And had my superfoods every single day. And in the first 3 weeks, I started to see those results. And the very first thing that I started to notice, like I promise you the weight loss is awesome, but the very first thing that I started to notice were my energy levels. And those 3 weeks, after those first 3 weeks, I got absolutely incredible results. And that was my motivation to keep going. And so a couple months after, I was able to shed the 45 pounds. It was about 6 to 6.5 months. Shed the 45 pounds, just my energy levels. You know, I dropped several different pant sizes, had an incredible transformation. But my husband can attest to this day, that what he noticed first was my smile. I was smiling more. And that's because I was confident and comfortable in this skin. So a couple months after I started, it was actually in May, I learned that about this opportunity that was literally at my fingertips, that I could help other women, other moms, and share my journey, be super vulnerable and share my story, share my journey with the world, basically. And again, I was super scared, but I said yes, because I knew that there was a lot of other people that I could just inspire and share my story so that they could feel this amazing too. So I said yes, I hopped in, didn't know what the heck I was doing, but I said yes anyway. And here I am 4 years later, absolutely love everything about coaching and this community and all of the amazing women that you're going to hear from on this call, that I get to call my friends now that were complete strangers before. I get to call them my friends. This is our community, and I'm so excited that you are considering doing this with us, and I cannot wait until we're able to welcome you to the team. So that is my story, and if it speaks to you in any way, shape, or form, I sure hope so, but I can't wait to hear the rest of the stories, and thanks so much for coming to hang with us.
All right, Allison, you are up next, girl.
Unmuting. Can you hear me? Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Katie, thanks for sharing your story. You're like just the pro that we all want to be every time I hear it. So hard act to follow from Katie. Totally different story though. So that's good. I'm Allison and I live in California. So totally different coast as well. A lot of you I know are East Coasters, but it is 6 o'clock in my house and dinner time is crazy and bath time is crazy. And my kids are screaming and my husband is blocking the door currently. So thankful to him. They will not come in. So my story is so long, but I will condense it to a few minutes. And what brought me to coaching was the entry point was actually my wonderful coach, Amber, who was on this call. She was my entry point. But like Katie said, I was following her journey and I was going through a whole medical craziness of choosing to have a mastectomy and a hysterectomy and reconstruction in the span of a 9-month period, because that is my personality. And once I get medical information that is scary, I must take action. And this was what I was going through. And so Amber was going through something similar and she was sharing her story. And I was always kind of seeking during that really crazy time of my life. I was having so much anxiety. And so I was seeking peace. And it relates to this time for me so much because I think moms right now are just craving alone time, craving peace, craving something that is going to get them out of like the doldrums and the just monotony of daily life right now. So I was feeling that all before the pandemic even hit. And I saw Amber and I saw that she had kind of reached this stage in her journey of having like a light at the end of the tunnel. And that really spoke to me at the time of where I was at with my recovery and trying to, get back in shape after having these surgeries. And so she asked me if I wanted a coach, and I was like, I don't know what coaching is, but sure, let's do it. Let's give it a shot. Let me make it through this 80-day obsession. I think actually first I started with Bar Blend and then leveled up to 80-day obsession. Let me see if I can get through that, and then I'll let you know. But the funny thing that started happening was as I'm like mid-program, you start to feel better. You're eating better. You're learning about nutrition. You're watching the other coaches do all their things, and you're kind of going, okay, like I think I can do this. I think I can do it. Let me try. And that competitive nature does come out. So I started kind of just following my coach's lead, attending the trainings like this one, and had no idea what I was doing, like in the slightest. Didn't even know like where you get pictures or how you do any of this stuff. And I just like jumped in and started telling people about my recovery and my journey and my kids and my husband, and started getting really vulnerable, and simultaneously started seeing great results. And that was like the first challenge that I did was like 21 days. And it made me realize that just making those tweaks in the kitchen can do so much for your body and your energy and how you feel. So that's become a huge passion. And I'm coming up on, I don't know, maybe like 8 or 9 months doing this. So not a newbie, but not super seasoned either. And so I'm always learning new things. I appreciate the support of the group. The accountability is the part that really also struck me as something that other programs don't have. So I've really leaned into that whenever I can. And I vacillate between doing this in pockets, as we call it, in like 10-minute pockets, and then also other days where I just wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, in like an hour. So it just depends on my mood, but I love the flexibility of that. And I really think that it can be for everyone in the way that you want to make it be. There are hard parts, there are hard days, and there are hard parts of the business. But I think overall, what I've learned is if you use this as like a habit and you keep coming back to it, chances are things are going to come together for you, and you're going to see those results if you're putting in the time. So I really hope you all join us and check it out and start your own journey, because that makes all the difference in seeing the success.
Hey everyone. All right. So I'm Val Macco for all of y'all who don't know me, and for all of the ladies that are here that I invited. I'm so glad that you guys are here tonight. I know your time is precious, but this is a gift, and I'm going to shout it from the rooftops, and I'm going to invite the people that I think would also be just like the ladies on this call are part of my tribe, and it is near and dear to my heart. And so again, I'm just so thrilled to have you guys here. So I have been coaching now for 3 years and about 10 months. I can't believe that. And I'm a mom of 4 kids. So I have 7-year-old twins. My middle one's going to be 4 on Saturday already. I can't believe it. She's going to be 4. And then my youngest is 20 months old. So to say life is crazy is an understatement. But the craziness, I think, keeps me young and gives me purpose for why I need to be here and why I need to continue my health and this lifestyle. So I'm so passionate really about what we do. And I truly believe that if everyone knew what I know now about networking, that people would run to this with open arms into their glorious future, because literally that's why I'm here tonight to share, because of what I thought this was and what it actually is totally different. Okay, you guys. So for me, like when I started out, I was postpartum. And it's funny because I'm not like most coaches who maybe start their journey first and then fall in love with, I already was in love with the workouts. The workouts were my jam. Shaun T was my guy. I did Insanity. I did his T25. I did all of that for a very long time. And it wasn't until, and coaching actually was in the back of my mind for a very long time, because Kirsten, who is on here, who shared her story, is my coach. We went to college together, and I saw her doing the same workouts that I was doing, but it wasn't, and I saw her like doing all of these different events, and she was sharing stuff on social media, and I was like, yeah, that's cool. That looks fun. Like, she went to Vegas. That's pretty cool. I mean, I'd like to go to Vegas, but whatever. Like, I could go to Vegas if I wanted to. But it was like in the back of my mind, like, I think that I could do that because I love fitness. And I have been learning more and more about nutrition, especially because I had young kids and I wanted to have more nutrition in the home for them, right? So like, I wanted to give them the best possible. And for me, like, I needed that too, because I have a history of yo-yo dieting, disordered eating. I was over-exercising. I did not know what to do in order to lose weight, keep it off. And I was in this vicious cycle of trying to lose weight, and I was never happy, and I was never comfortable in my own skin. And so it wasn't until my middle one, Fallon, who's about to be 4, that I finally was like, you know what? I've been watching Kirsten show up for so long now, and I've been thinking about it. And if I'm gonna do this, if I want to do something, because what I was doing in my full-time profession as a speech language pathologist, it was pulling me away from the house and my home and my family and my kids. And I wasn't able to be, I was missing like birthdays and special occasions, because, you know, you don't just miss, it's a service industry. So I had to be in the office to service my clients, even on my kids' birthdays. Right. And I know things are a little different now. And now, like, us moms, like, we so need our time. And, you know, this connects so many dots, and it has brought everything that I didn't know that I needed, but then everything that I needed full circle. So like, for me, I wanted to be my own boss. I wanted to be at home, but then also, this gives me an outlet for Val. Like, I get to work with adults and not just be with my kids all day. I love my kids, but I need a break from my kids, and they're little. And this gives the outlet for Val, right? So I get to connect with old friends, new friends, you know, family, and helping them. This is a business of people helping people. And, you know, it's not always rainbows and butterflies, but the fact that this is my mission, is to come help you. And if this isn't for you right now, then that's okay. And then you move on. And that's like been my total mindset of working in networking and social media, right? Because this is the new way of actually working, especially since COVID hit. Like, we've been doing this since before COVID hit, and now COVID is here, still here, and we have to do so many things virtually. But this allows us to stay connected not only with our people, but new people, and you're making new friends, and you're getting into the best shape of your life, and you are doing personal development every single day, and you're learning new things, you're growing your mindset, you're growing yourself. You are in the best mood ever because you work out, and then you're around the best people on the planet because they too are doing all these things and pouring into themselves, filling up their cups so they can serve others, so they can serve their family, and then they have enough energy and then some to pour into everyone else. Like, how amazing is that? That we have so much energy that we can do that. You know, today, in today's society, so many people don't even have enough energy for themselves. So how are they going to take care of others? And then how are they going to be able to pour into others? This gives you all of that. And I needed this a long time ago. And if I would have known now what I know then, I would have joined a long time ago when I first thought about it. That is one of the biggest things that I still think about. Like when Kirsten first started doing it and I started seeing her, I was thinking about it then, but I waited and I waited, and I wish I didn't wait. So with all of that being said, if you have been thinking about it and you're afraid, I was afraid because I didn't want to show up like Kirsten. I saw her showing up and I'm like, I'm not going to share my family and I'm not going to share that. But, you know, maybe I can still do it and just kind of figure out like how I'm going to do it. And I'll just be like maybe a little bit more quiet. Oh no. Once I really understood what this was all about and I started to feel the change, it just happened. It was like clockwork. It was just coming out of me. And it was just like I was on fire and I could not keep it in. And then I just kept showing up and started talking to more people. And they wanted to do this because they saw it in me and they saw the energy. And so from that moment on, when I was, 40 pounds heavier, I was postpartum with 3-year-old twins at the time and a newborn baby. And I just started sharing. And I have had success since that day because I just kept showing up and I kept sharing. So if I can do this, and I had no knowledge, real knowledge I had a knowledge of the fitness because I did it, but not the nutrition. And I wasn't fit. And I'm not a trainer. I'm not a nutritionist. If I can do this and be successful, then you can too. So you just have to have a passion and a love for taking care of yourself, helping others, and you can and will be successful because we teach you everything that you need to know. We give you all the tools, and that's how we're a team, because we work together as a team. You don't have to recreate anything. We have the best community because we all help each other out. It's the best. And these girls are my best friends. They are, again, the best people on the planet. I want to be with them. Like, even after the call, I'm like, I just am hanging out because I miss hanging out and seeing them. It's something that I had no idea that I needed, but this has made me better. It's made me a better mom, wife, the best Val that I've ever been. And how dare I keep this to myself because it's made me the best person ever. So, this opportunity, networking, what it's about leadership. It's about compassion. It's about being a part of a solution. Okay. It's about hope, discipline, persistence, and willingness to show up. Are you willing to show up? It's about learning the skills and the discipline to discipline the skill sets to discipline your disappointments and to encourage yourself, okay? To move forward in your darkest hours. And it's about learning to be the best version of yourself and to put and to put others' needs before your own. That to me is what this is about. And if you feel like this could be you too, then I urge you just to try it out. Because if you feel like, you try it out and this really isn't for you, that's okay. That's okay. You're not held into this. And that's another thing of this beautiful business. And your business does not have to be like mine or Amber's or Kirsten's or Allison's. You can make it your own. Okay? All right. I know I talked way too much. Sometimes that happens, but we're going to move on to the next one. Thank you guys for listening to me. And I really, really hope to see you guys, try this out and see if it is for you too.
Hey guys, I'm Kelsey. Thank you guys all for hopping on. So you've heard everybody's stories, and now you're inspired and you're like, okay, but what exactly do I have to do? We don't want you to be a salesperson. We want you to share your journey, share your story, share your favorite recipes and things like that. You're fixers, basically. You're helping people fix their problem, basically. So you're, hey, do you have a problem with meal planning? Do you just have a problem with snacking? I can help you with that with these meal plans, and I can help you lose the weight with the exercise or whatever. So you find pockets of time to do the work. As you can tell, Val was a speech therapist. Kirsten used to be an occupational therapist. Amber works in higher education. We all do different things. And like I work in healthcare, so we all are doing different things, and we find pockets of time throughout the day, whether that be early in the morning or like I did a lot on my lunch hour, like my half-hour lunch break. I'd be replying messages, things like that. You kind of find pockets of time during the day to get that work done and just kind of share your story and help people out with, you know, like I said, with their needs. But we definitely don't, like it says here, we don't want you to be a salesperson. And you can just find pockets of time. Like what I love about this is, like you guys saw at the beginning of the call, my daughter came down. I'm like in my pajamas. I got my warm, cozy blanket. You can do this literally from anywhere, and like my kitchen table, and get, you know, things done. And I do it in the preschool pickup line when I'm waiting to pick up my daughter. And you can find pockets of time wherever you are to just get to message people and share your story and things like that. I know that's very short, but I don't know how much time I have. So, okay.
All right, so one of my favorite things about what we do is our chance to get together, right? We work hard to play hard, definitely, for sure. When we get together, we have the best time, and these are some of the pictures from those events, and it makes me want to cry because I miss everybody and I miss getting together so bad. But some of the things that we do, like throughout the year, we get together for one of our biggest team events of the year, which is called Summit. And Summit is one of the things, we actually didn't get to go last year. We did it virtual, and they pick a different city that they host it in, and it's amazing because there are amazing well-known speakers, like Rachel Hollis came one year. Was that, I don't know, I think it was one of the years that I just had a newborn, so I didn't get to see her, but that's whatever. There are parties galore. We work out with all the super trainers. The super trainers come in, we get to see them. We're like, you know, freaking out because we basically see them, you know, 300 whatever times out of the year, right? I mean, like, we're spending so much time with them. They're like, you know, they're our people. So, but we get together for team building. We do all sorts of fun stuff. Beachbody pulls out the red carpet and they treat us like royalty. It is amazing. One of the most fun things that we do. Also, we are blessed to be on a really great team, one of the top teams in the network. And our team actually hosts a team retreat. And we have gone to Florida, we've gone to the beach, we've gone to Destin, and this is a chance for us to get together. We stay in a mansion. We take professional pictures. We have endless guac and margaritas. We have pool parties galore. This is like a thing where you can actually earn this trip, and I've had the opportunity to go twice. We actually didn't get to have it this year, but it is the coolest thing because you really grow as a leader, but then you connect with other amazing leaders that maybe you haven't met yet, but maybe even you just virtually met, and they become your sisters. It's literally like a sisterhood, and it's a free vacation. You're growing and learning your business, and it's just the best time, honestly. It's like, it's so much fun. I'm with this group, like you can see it in these pictures, we have the ultimate time. So another thing that we do, we also have it's called a success trip. And so you have the opportunity to earn a free vacation every single year through the company just by helping 3 people a month. That's it. I think the only thing you have to pay for is like maybe your airfare, depending upon where it is. But we're going to Punta Cana next year, but also like Riviera Maya was one. So they hold them in different places every single year, and you have the opportunity to earn this trip. And I have earned it every single year. So this will be my 4th one. Although I will say I haven't gone yet, which is crazy, but it's because of COVID and because I've been having babies for so many years, and finally, like, my kids are grown. And I was set to go the last 2 years, and it's just because of stinking COVID. Okay. So anyways, Super Saturday is another event. So that's something that you earn as well. The company actually rewards you with that just by helping 3 people on top of earning. So you are also earning on top of getting a free trip by helping 3 people a month. Pretty stinking cool. Like, I mean, if it wasn't for that, my husband and I would not, well, we're trying to do like plan more trips, but we wouldn't go on vacation because, you know, we aren't making time to go do that, to go, you know, to Mexico or whatever. And with COVID, we're hoping things kind of get back to normal here soon. But it's pretty stinking cool that you can earn something like that for you and your spouse. Like, you get to take your spouse with you, or a guest for that matter. It's pretty cool. The other thing, another event that our company does is quarterly trainings called, and it's a Super Saturday event. So it's, again, working out together. We also learn new products that are coming down the pipeline. Us coaches are the first to know, so it's really cool. They let us know all of the things, so we kind of have the knowledge that, so we can tell our team, and then also our customers who are like, hey, what's going on? What's coming new, like new flavors, you know, different items, different products, like our beach bars are brand new, or collagen is a brand new item. So we have so many things that our company is providing for us, and it's top-notch products that it's super cool that we are the ones to kind of get the knowledge and our hands on it first. I think that covers most of it.
All right, so I am going to share, because some of you are probably like, do I even have time for this? So the answer is going to be yes, you do have time for this. I have 2 children. I am currently working from home full time. But before COVID hit, I had an hour commute one way. So 2 hours of my day were spent commuting, and then I worked full time and have, you know, a husband and kids and sports and all the things, right? So you have time to do this. I get up early, okay? I, you know, work in the pockets of my day. I work in the evenings after the kids go to bed, but it's going to look different, right? Like Chelsea shared how she works the business and how it works for her. Val also shared that she's a mom of 4 kids and she stays at home with her kids. So her work and when she does her business hours looks very different from when I do mine, especially when I was working in the office, because when I was in the office, my work, everything is just different right now, is really what it comes down to with COVID. But the way that you are going to run your business is going to be however it's going to work for you, okay? And it could be, you know, when I first started coaching, I honestly just wanted to help pay off extra debt. Like my goal was to just, whatever I made, I was just going to put towards like my debt and everything. But then the more I got into it and the more I realized that there was like real opportunity here, I've fallen in love with the work. It brings me joy, whereas my full-time job no longer does that for me. But you I lost my train of thought because I was looking at Val. She knows this about me. My job is very difficult right now. But my point is really that when I started coaching, I didn't think that I would ever want to quit my full-time job because I loved my full-time job very, very much. And the more I do coaching and the more I work with people and I help them, feel good and confident and just, like really reach their goals, it brings me a lot of joy. So when you start feeling that joy, you are going to make time for that part of you. So really you do have time, and it might take sacrifice. It might take, scheduling your nap times, and saying no to a friend to meet for lunch or going to the park or something because you have your business to do. But what you're doing now is going to be like, just compound over time to get to where you really want to go in your business. And it could be that you just want to, pay off some debt, or it could be that you want to go all in and really build an income from it. But it can be 2 hours a day, it could be an hour a day, you could spend more time. But it's really going to be up to you and what you want to get out of it. So you do have time for it. And we have all of the trainings to offer you to help you get started. So you don't have to worry about not knowing what it is that you're doing, because we are going to help you do those things that you should be doing. And now I have a really awesome video for you. And I'm just realizing that I didn't click that stinking button. So hold that darn little checkbox. Gets me every time. All right, hold on just a second here. I'm stopping the share and I'm paying attention to the recording. And there we are. All right. So I'm going to share a video with you so you can kind of get an idea of what the compensation plan looks like, because I'm sure one of the questions you're asking yourself is, well, how do I get paid for this? This video is going to explain that to you. Val, I can see you. Can you give me a thumbs up if you can hear?
The purpose of this video is to give you a quick overview of the main components of our compensation program. As it is with any business, we don't guarantee any level of success, and we never shy away from the fact that it's going to require work and persistence on your part. But when it comes to income, our goal is that every coach who is willing to work hard and to learn how to be an effective coach can earn an income that will address their financial needs of today while building a sustainable, rewarding level of income for tomorrow as well. So let's take a high-level look at how the Team Beachbody compensation program works. To do that, let me introduce to you Jane. Now, Jane is a new coach who just enrolled today, and she's excited but also a little nervous about getting going. Let's see how Jane's efforts to help people as a coach turns into income for her. Initially, Jane is going to simply share her excitement for what she's doing and invite a few people to join her so they can help hold each other accountable and have fun together in an upcoming challenge group. When Jane got started, she purchased a challenge pack because it had everything she needed to fully participate in a challenge group led by her coach. So, Jane recommends this same solution to some people she knows who have similar goals simply by sharing her excitement and inviting them to join her in the challenge group. Each time someone purchases a challenge pack from Jane, she'll earn a challenge pack bonus. The amount of this bonus will be between $38 and $150 or so, depending on the challenge pack purchased. Each month, Jane's goal is to help at least 3 new people get started with a challenge pack. And by doing this, she'll earn between $144 and $450 in challenge pack bonuses each month. But as a coach, Jane also understands that while helping someone get started on a healthier lifestyle is critically important, helping them sustain that lifestyle is what really matters. Jane's support, along with the Beachbody solutions, help her customers facilitate and maintain their new lifestyle. So after getting their challenge pack, Jane encourages her customers to continue using Shakeology and Beachbody performance products as part of their daily routine month after month. Jane earns a 25% commission every time one of her customers purchases one of these products. She also earns a 40% commission every time a customer purchases or renews a Beachbody On Demand membership. Now, Jane is doing a great job helping new customers get started each month, as well as supporting her existing customers. And she's invited some of these customers now to become coaches. As Jane begins to build her team of coaches, she teaches them how to do what she did, and they begin to find and help their own customers with Beachbody solutions. As a result, Jane starts to earn weekly bonuses called Team Cycle bonuses from all of those purchases. Now, as Jane's coaches continue to do what she did, they start building their own team of coaches as well. Now Jane's business is really starting to grow. As Jane's coaches start to earn Team Cycle bonuses of their own, Jane is able to earn a 5 to 10% matching bonus on what they earn in recognition of her ongoing support to help them succeed. Jane's consistency and hard work is really starting to pay off. Her team of coaches is growing and having success in creating their own teams as well. And as a result of that, Jane begins to qualify for the quarterly Star Diamond bonuses. These bonus pools, based on the success of the entire company, become increasingly higher the more Jane's team continues to grow and succeed. Jane's future as a coach is definitely bright. Now, while there are more details to know about our compensation program, you now know some of the main ways you'll earn income as a coach: commissions, challenge pack bonuses, team cycle bonuses, matching bonuses, and Star Diamond bonuses. You also have a better idea of when you'll start earning income as your business grows. If you want to review what you've learned from Jane's experience, check out the Compensation Plan Highlights tool found in your coach office at any time. The easiest way to find it is just to search for Compensation Plan Highlights once you've logged into the coach office. Thank you.
I have to stop sharing so I can see what I'm doing. Oh, I can't minimize the screen. Come on. Hold on. I'm so sorry. We love Jane. She did a really great job, didn't she? Okay. All right, so now your next step is really to reach out to the person who has invited you here, talk to them about how to get started, ask any questions. Does anybody have any questions for us? You can put it in the chat.
So I just want to mention this also, because I was thinking about this on the compensation video at the end when he talks about the Star Diamond bonus. It's a percentage that you can earn, and he said as the company grows, that is a pool of money that grows. And one of the things that's happening, if you're inside Beachbody, you know this, it hasn't been really publicized yet because we don't have exact dates, but we are acquiring a bike. So there's going to be a merger with MyX Fitness, and Beachbody is actually going to become publicly traded, and we're partnering with them so that we have access to a spin bike. So if you're familiar with Peloton or Echelon or those bikes, we're actually going to get a Beachbody version. So I share that with you because that is going to be explosive growth within this company. That you joining now, you get to come in before that happens. So they are going to be putting the software. So people that have a Peloton, the software is going to be compatible to that bike. So even if you know people that already are doing that and have that, they can still use the Beachbody software on that bike. So we don't have all of the details of what that's going to look like, but you're also going to earn money by selling those bikes. And I'm telling you, people are buying those bikes. Like, people will tell me they're not going to buy $100 challenge pack, but then they go and buy a $3,000 bike. So it's interesting, but that is a commission that you'll get to earn. So it's very popular right now. And that's one of the really cool things about this company that we will be partnered with, is they're very forward thinking. So, you know, we got rid of the DVDs. If you know of Blockbuster was not forward thinking. Blockbuster no longer exists. Netflix exists, right? And so we don't ever want to be Blockbuster. It's something that our CEO always says, that he's always forward thinking. So that's really good for you to know as a business owner being partnered with this company, that there is about to be an explosion within the company happening, and we're always moving towards the latest trends. And then the last thing I just want to say is that, you know, there's nothing like network marketing, this model, in the world in terms of a business model. In this model, you get to build success on your own terms. So whatever that looks like for you, but at the same time, you're also staying true to who you are and staying in line with your priorities. And there's really no other business out there that lets you do that. And that's what's really cool. And the truer you stay to yourself, you are more successful. And to be honest, it's easier to stay true to yourself than to try to be someone else. And that's what's really cool about this opportunity. So you get to dictate those things. And that's why I truly believe that people fall in love with this business, and they think that they don't want to leave their full-time job. And then they decide that they do, because they get to be themselves and there's no limit to their success. They get to define what that looks like. So that could look like paying off your college debt, or that could look like buying a house in the mountains, you know, or that could look like giving to a charity, like whatever that looks like for you. But you just get to be yourself and share the thing that has worked for you. So, which you're probably sharing anyways, if you love it so much. I don't see any questions. Katie made the comment, you definitely don't have to have it all together. Nope. You got a bunch of hot mess expresses over here, because I'm kind of the grandma of this team, and that's pretty much what I attract. Because I am, like, for sure that. All right, it doesn't look like anybody has any questions. So what we're gonna do is we'll have this is recorded, so we can get you a copy of the recording. If you have someone interested that you think also would want to learn more about coaching, or if you had to hop off and hop back on, or if you just wanted to revisit some things, we can get you the link. So thank you so much for coming on. We meet here every Wednesday at 8:30. So this is our meeting spot for our team. So you will be seeing these same faces every week when we do our team calls too. So, and I'm thinking about, I need to like put together a team retreat down here in Florida, because we're like free in this state. Y'all in those other states are, I don't know, you're still locked down, but we're pretty free down here.
And you're also warm.
We are warm. This is true. Katie Tamulonis and I are gonna have to make some plans for some team retreats, because I'm not going like another year. Like this ain't happening. Another year of not seeing my girls. We need to get together. Val's ready. Oh, I know you're ready, girl. We're gonna chat about this in March. I'm gonna figure this out. All right, guys. Well, thanks for hopping on. Thank you so much for taking your time. Like we said, we know time is so valuable now, but we can't wait to have you join us. All right.